Hello and welcome to Furryearsworld, where we are back in Project Ozone 2 land. Marvellous, marvellous place it is. Marvellous, marvellous place. We were last here making 4 solar panel 6. I think we got them somewhere. Solar panel 6, there we go. Solar panel 6, we made 4 of them. We don't have a crafting recipe for that. We do need more solar panel 5s, but before we do that, we need to look at our storage solution, because it's getting a bit bogged down with just 2 4Ks. We're doing really well on 2 4Ks, but 2 4Ks was an initial gambit, not a long-term. Finding the damn things is an issue. Where are they? It's not a long-term solution. Any fluid? No, it's what we just want. 1K storage, 4K storage, that's what we want. A 4K storage cell. So we just need to basically come up with that recipe. Okay. Not a problem. That's this one. No, it's not. That's fluid storage, isn't it? Okay. NEI just shifted for me. Or JEI, or whatever we want to call this thing that just shifted for me. There we go. That's what we want, and we want 1. And we're out of fused glass or whatever that was. What is it? What are you? Quartz glass. Make more. Make more of that stuff. Make it now. Just make it. We got stuff for days in here. Stop harping on about not having anything. Let's just make them for me. So we should be able to make a few of these. Is that it? Ooh, okay, what did we make there? Storage housings. Okay, we made 15 storage housings. That's sweet. Don't know why we made 15 storage housings. Useless things to us. Well, not necessarily. If we need more storage in the future. We got it. There, sorted. And that thing's now fully blinged blank. We won't have any more trouble from that. We just won't have any more trouble from that. In the meantime, let's have a look at our inventory. It's a bit of a mess, but we can cope. Let's just tidy it up a bit. We will put portal guns together. And we will put that in there. Anything else? Crescent hammer can go in there. And that can go in there. And I think that's pretty good, reasonable space we've got in there now. We need to move some clay around. How are you doing? You've got 30 demon steel in you. Okay, that's fine. Whoop, 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 whoop. Just grab some clay. We need to make some more tier 5s. In order to get to tier 8, we need to push tier 7. We're going to get 1 tier 7. We need 3 more tier 7. So we probably need another, I'm thinking 12 tier 5s. And it took a lot to make 4. It took a lot of clay, and it took a lot of everything else. There we go. All the clay, all the time, 24/7 clay. This is what the EMC machine does for us. It enables us to circumvent requirements that are ridiculous in nature, such as vast quantities of clay. We can just pour clay into the system now. But we've got storage at that end to deal with it, so I don't see a problem in just pouring clay into the system. The village is having a nice time there. They're just humming away and tooting and popping. They do still breed. I don't know why they still breed. I think the 6 doors we've got in there are sufficient to get them sort of mildly aroused. And you need to just, at that point, go in and just take names and just knock a few of them out. We might try, actually, making a tier 2 ME system as our, a tier 2 EMC chest as our work chest, because it's taking a while to make the clay that we need. Let's see how much we've got in there. 4,900 clay. That's not a lot. That's not a bad lot of clay. Can we make solar panels? Wow, we are coming up with every possible spelling of solar today. We're going to need some solar panel 3s for that. Craft me. I want 12. I think I said, didn't I? That's a big ask. Yeah, that's a lot of wood. We've got enough clay. We don't have enough lead. Why it's asking for wood, I don't know. Oh, because of the solar panel 3s, isn't it? we're short on glass, unbelievably. We can bypass a big requirement there by making one solar panel 3. We've got 64 in there, so we'll just grab one of them and we'll go and knock some of them out of the park in the ME system, in the cheat machine. And then we can basically seed our requirements. I want you to make that instead, please. And I think these solar panels have roughly the same value as clay, looking at the way that that's transferring. See? It looks like these solar panels roughly the same as clay, which is weird to me. To my mind, that's an odd thing. But this is the annoying thing about solar panels. Tier 3 have an EMC rating. Tier 8 have an EMC rating. So you've got to get as high as tier 8 before you can start doing this replication. They're not terribly high EMC. They've just been interesting in the way that they've enabled you to do this job, sort of thing. It's a little bit irritating. That is going like the clappers, that wheel at the moment, isn't it? It's going like crazy times. Right, let's just chuck a load of tier 3s in. See if that eases our burden and construction. Solar. We want tier 5. We want 12 of them. So we've got 10, 12. Next. And I believe it can do that now. Yeah, it can. It can make 12 tier 5 solar panels. Okay, off you go. So that's now churning through 12 tier 5 solar panels. We need to make tier 7, and that means item fabricators. Tier 7. No, let's just go for solar. Just type the right word. Just type the right word, Furryearsworld. Tier 7. So it's these things, the advanced circuits, and a tesseract. Tesseract shouldn't be too much of a problem. It is just a tesseract frame full, which is just a tesseract frame in the fluid transposer, which is just this. This is no biggie. It might be a biggie at the moment, because if we haven't got any Enderium, which we've only got one of, and we haven't got any hardened glass, which we've got none of, can you... Yeah, I didn't think you'd be able to right now. Okay. Lead. We could probably do with crafting up some more lead. Let's see what we've got in here. Lead. We've got loads and loads of this stuff, which is all for the good. Let's just... Oops, sorry. Let's just make a load of... Create craftable lead. Create and craftable lead. Get rid of that. And doop doop doop. Bosh. 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 Don't like driving things like lead down too deep, because it messes up over here. Because I haven't locked these chests out to what they are. And I really, really, really should have done that. So things start going a little bit Pete Tong if we overstress the system. So let's not overstress the system. Right, you can have that. You can have that. And you can have that. Hello? What was that? You can have that. That should give us some lead, and we'll just keep drip feeding lead into there, because I mean lead's not exactly a high flying. Yeah, it's going up now. High flying resource over this side of the woods. So I probably need, the way I've locked these down. I locked these down. I thought I'd locked. Yeah, that one's locked. I kind of need to lock these down in the same way. I can't remember how to do it though. I've got a key somewhere. There. This thing. Could do with just bosh, 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 bosh. Lock them all down. That way, if I do fully deplete a resource out of the drawer will stay as that resource. Because I did that with coal. I emptied the coal out completely, and things went a little bit wrong. You can be locked. I don't know whether you need to be locked or not, but you can be locked. These are all recipe ones. I think that is good. Yeah, so if we fully deplete, we're not going to wreck it. And that's important. I mean, we built this thing so long ago, it's weird to be coming back and working on it again. This feels weird. This is like an antique now. It still does a really good job, but it is an antique. It's our principal storage. But just you know, one of them things. Yeah, have more lead. Let's just make sure nothing is backlogging in here. It would be here, I think, that it would be backlogging. This is where the coal backlogged, because it couldn't find a location for it. Everything seems to be hunky-dory, so that's good. There we go. Chewing through the lead nicely now. This is going to give us plentiful supply of the lead. We didn't make our item fabricator, did we? We need 2 of these bad boys. Item fabricator. This thing. Ew. It looks a bit icky. It does look a bit icky. Amplification crystal. Darkstone. The hell is darkstone? Ooh. Do we have any ink? Do we have any black dye? I don't know if we do, you know. That could be an issue. That really could be an issue. I'm not. Darkstone is just stone with some sort of dye thing. It does have an EMC value, so once we've got it, we can make loads of it. Not that we do need loads of it. I mean, everything else here is fairly straightforward. It's this darkstone that is the issue. Darkstone. What are we going to do about darkstone? Do we have any viable squid locations? We could make a viable squid location somewhere. We could make a little pool. We had a little pool over here, didn't we? Have we ever had any squids in this? Any squiddies at all? Doesn't look very squiddy, does it? This could be a problem. This could be a problem. Maybe a little bit of scout round, maybe find some black floral seed stuffs. You know, the Botania stuff. I'm not sure if it spawns naturally though. It doesn't look like it's a natural spawner. Doesn't look like it's a goer for us. Doesn't. As a cursory quick glance, I'm not seeing any sort of shenanigans that might be of use to us, so we could be in a bit of a bind there. We can make floral powder, probably. Maybe we need to consult the questing book and see what it wants us to do with, because we've done things out of sequence, just out of sheer sort of, I don't want to do it in sequence type things. Dye seeds. Well, maybe that's the option. Maybe that's the option. I think that's the only option we've got for plant life. Yeah, it is. Kind of is. Look, we've decimated this. We're up to there on that one. We are wrecking that one. We're not doing it correctly, but we are wrecking that one. We've got a claimable there. We're waiting on that. We're nearly complete on this. When we get to here, things are going to get so much easier with those last 3. Just so much easier. And we never made the coin mill. I need to do something about that at some point. Okay, so we have options. Floral powder. What is floral powder? FLO floral. Let's put it that way round. FL floral floral fertilizer. I think that's the one. Bone meal and dye. Well, we should be able to do that. Well, certainly with all these flowers we've got knocking around here. And with a bit of luck, we'll get some black out of it. We only need the one, and then we can, like I say, EMC the nuts out of it. Right, so if we craft that into that, and that into that, and then we go into here, and we get some bone meal, and we go beep bop. Chuck that in there, and beep bop. That gives us floral powder. We've now run out of floral powder. Red. Red dye? Red dye? There we go. Bop. And is that not going to do it? Oh, it doesn't want to do it with just the red in there, does it? It wants more yellow. Okay, well, let's see what we get with this. Ciao. No blacks. Okay, this could be a while then. We need to work this system until we get black, and then happy days, I guess, from then on. So we want DYE. We need you to make them, which can go in there, and then we want bone meal, which is white dye, versus bit bop and bit bop, and that can make us 2 more floral powders. Fingers crossed. We just need the black one. Boop. That's not black, and boop. Yay! That's what we were after. Mystical black flower. Mystical black flower, it tells you. Then we can pull the petals off that, and I think that's enough to make black stone. Let's see. I don't know if we have to crush that down. Do we got any stone? We do got stone. Whoop, 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 whoop. Will you take that and make black stone? No, you won't. Okay, so we need to do mortar and pestle. I don't know if we made one. No, we didn't. Okay, it's I believe it's a fairly simple recipe. We will have a little bit of wood, and we will turn it into planks, and we can then go bowl. No, bowl? Is it half slabs for bowl? Maybe it's half slabs for bowl. Oop, oop, oop. Yes, it is. Perfect. Bowl. Thing. Stick. Nope, that's not it. Oh, gold. I can't remember now. Mortar and pestle. It is. We got those two round the wrong way. That's fine. There we go. So if we do that and that, we get that. That should be able to make our black powder now. Our black stone. Which we can then take over to the EMC machine and pajambles. Stone. S-T-O-N-E. Boop. Whoop, 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 whoop. And one of them. And we get 8 dark stone out of that. And we'll make a couple of stacks of that stuff, I think, because, you know, whoop, we need it. That's still spewing out solar panels. Excuse me. There you go. Make that stuff instead. Make that stuff. We will put one of these in the samples chest so we've got a reserve should we need it. 2 stacks of it should be sufficient for our purposes. So you see, all that demon steel that we've created is a burden to us now, because it's not enough to make all the solar panels we need. That was showing tier 3 solar panels, and it just wasn't enough. There we go. So we got dark stone now, so we could easily make those item fabricators that we need, which we need 2 of. But I think from Furryearsworld for now, well, we've had quite an adventure. We've had some flowers and stuff and things. We're going to go with a cheery old ta-ta.